Hey everyone, it's Quest. Who says you have to use things like a sound foundation and or pillars to hold up your Minecraft build? Well, today we're going to be building this super fun yet simple modern house that's technically being held up by the waterfall underneath. Now here are all the materials that we're going to be using for this build, plus the starting dimensions on the ground. Once you've had enough time to look at these, we can get going. Now the way we're going to start this is we're going to dig out the area between the cyan blocks. And then after that, we're going to take the outside row and the bottom blocks that we just dug out and replace those with smooth quartz blocks. Now we're going to go ahead and knock out the entire bottom part of this build because it's super simple and I know you guys can handle it. So follow along with me here block by block and we'll get this done together. With the bottom complete, we can go ahead and place the first floor of our upper area. Now, the easiest way I found to do this was by going to each of the openings on every side and from the bottom placing blocks 9 high. Now the 10th block is going to be our actual floor. On that block, from the outside and inside, you're going to place 3 blocks on either side, so we have a total of 7 blocks. And then from there, we can go ahead and complete the entire thing. See, the only thing left to do is to connect these sides and then fill in the blocks on the inside. But pay attention because we are actually leaving a 5x5 hole in the middle. Now, I'm not a huge fan of just leaving a long, flat surface on my builds, so we're gonna go ahead and take the best building block in the game and give this floor a little texture on the outside. Now, the reason that we're placing these random stairs on each of these four corners is because they will give us a nice little guide so we can make a row underneath our floor. And then we're going to move a couple blocks in and make another row on the inside. And this will give us the area where our waterfall comes from. Now we just connect the guiding blocks. Alright everyone, let's put the finishing touches on the bottom part of our base and let's get that waterfall in here. It's gonna look awesome. Alright, let's place some slabs on each of the openings so we can bridge the gap from the outside to the inside, and then we'll be completely done with the bottom part of our base. And I just love how this gives me a nice, fun, fantasy type feel, and I love it. And the waterfall looks sweet, just like I said. First thing we're going to do up here is be placing some pillars down using our slate walls. And then we're going to place some ender rods in those for some lighting. And this will give us a nice area to place our ceiling. With our pillars done, we can go ahead and set our roof. It's going to be the exact same diameters as the floor. As we said earlier, we don't like flat surfaces on our build, so we're going to go ahead and give the roof a little texture by doing the exact same thing we did on the floor. Now that we've given the roof a little texture, we're going to take some smooth quartz blocks and place one on each of the 4 corners of the roof. Now this is just the start of the decor that we're going to add to the roof that will give it a little more height and a little more depth. The way we're going to do this is by adding a row of polished black slate blocks 1 block in from the edge. Then we're going to take some smooth quartz slabs and place them in a row on the outside of that black slate, and then we'll finish off with a solid layer on top. The next part is very straightforward. We're just going to take some black pane glass and we're going to add it to the top and bottom around the edge of our build. Then we're going to do a little bit of decoration by taking some oak leaves and placing those in the corner of the build. And then to separate the floor itself, we're going to add some archways with that same glass and black slate walls. I honestly did not know what to do with these little small areas over here on our build. I didn't know if I should place some more chests or maybe some furnaces and stuff like that, but ultimately I just added some more furniture. You can never go wrong with adding furniture to your build. It feels like you can actually live in there and it gives it a little more character, which I love. So there's no real reason for me to talk you through this next part. The decor for this build is very simple. I'm just adding some beds and armor on this side for a bedroom, and some survival things on the other side like chests and furnaces. But you can take the space we have and add whatever you'd like to it, and that would be super fun too. So the last thing to do is actually add a way to get up and down our build. Now, if you've seen any of my other modern videos, you know I use this technique a lot to get up and down. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like it's a little more streamlined and it looks a little more modern than, say, steps or even a ladder. But with that being said, guys, we are actually done with this build. I hope you enjoyed the video in building this with me because I super enjoyed building it with you. And until next time, everyone, I'll catch you later.